Cool.
Welcome to the Three Nerd Migos. This is Jamie, Chris, and Michael here
Hello.
to talk about things and stuff. In case you don't know, that is the Mortal Kombat theme, which is totally awesome and
So-
very 90s.
The greatest thing about the movie Mortal Kombat maybe wasn't the movie Mortal Kombat, but it gave us that amazing song. Like that song is amazing.
For the ages, it's just a classic.
If you ever want to rev yourself up, just put that song on, and you'll just feel like, yes, let's go save the galaxy using a fighting tournament.
It's like, yes, it makes you literally want to punch a lion.
Yeah.
It's just that sort of song.
It's that sort of song, and with that, I mean, I know people think the movie is stupid because
Nah,
it might be,
slightly, but
Is it that they remember it being crap? Could it be the reverse? Like you know how you watch something and you love it, and then you go back and go, ooh.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a thing that you go, that was so crap, and then you go back and watch and go, wow, that was amazing.
I don't know. I have not watched it for a while, but I am curious to know how good that movie holds up, and also the sequel.
Let's do it.
yeah, we
We
should
gotta
probably
do
watch that movie
We
again
will watch it again.
with
Because
Raiden
I
and Sub-Zero.
mean, that's just an amazing theme song. So I mean,
Get over here.
if anything, it's got an amazing track of music. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and music makes up a huge part of a film. I mean,
Oh, of course.
we all know that amazing Daft Punk theme song or track that was on the back of Tron. People forget the movie Tron, but damn, that was a fine.
I still have that.
Yeah.
I still have that Daft Punk soundtrack.
People forget the movie, but they're going, oh, people joke like, oh, that's the most expensive Daft Punk video clip music video ever. $140 million
music
video. But that's how good that music is for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that stand out in films that make you automatically think of it when you think of the film, or
Yeah,
vice versa.
and lately I've been going, oh, I love that music, and it's always been Hans Zimmer. Everything.
Hans Zimmer.
What
Yeah.
a great soundtrack. Who did the soundtrack of that? Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer,
So the
of
other
course.
day,
John Williams.
we were watching King Arthur, and I was like,
Yes.
what an amazing Hans Zimmer. If you watch The Last Samurai and forget that Tom Cruise is in it for a second there, Hans Zimmer.
He was in Australia. Last year, he was in Australia doing a concert.
Oh, what?
I wanted to go, but I couldn't go because the tickets were $1 million each.
Yeah, because it's Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer at the Opera House.
demands the price.
Yeah.
But not only that, but he was at the Opera House,
Yeah.
so it would have been like, whoa.
Because I
Well,
think
no, Opera House isn't that bad. I've seen Ben Folds play there, and it's first time I saw him there was $90.
think
And that's
he's
pretty
coming
cheap.
back to movies now.
Hans Zimmer.
Is
No,
he
didn't say
ancient
he
though?
retired?
He's like,
he said,
he's
I'm
like,
doing no more.
he's like-
maybe one more.
he's like 478 years old or something. He's like really old.
Wow. I'd like to know what he's been eating.
Well, no, he's really old.
Yeah, he's
Super old. He's like,
so Hans Zimmer decided to come back for Wonder Woman 2.
Oh, so that's how they're going to try and save it.
ooh.
Hey, Gal Gadot plus Hans Zimmer, always sure.
Yeah.
Look, you can
Yeah,
put
that'll bring the big
can
bucks.
put great actors and great people into one film, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be
I don't
good.
think they should bring back the guy though. That's stupid. They shouldn't bring back
He's
the
probably
main guy
flashbacks.
from
I'm
the...
gonna say
Yeah, I
flashbacks.
genuinely
I think
hope
either
it's
flashbacks or in
because-
her own mind, which I think would be good.
Yeah,
if it was in
that
her
would
own
actually
mind.
be pretty
That'd be cool. But I mean, Hans Zimmer said he was going to stop doing superhero movies because it's very exhausting. But obviously, either he really likes Wonder Woman, likes Gal Gadot, or they handed him shit tons of money, more money than you could possibly ever
Yeah,
imagine.
like
They
from-
brought up to his
yeah.
house in a dump truck and went, "Where do we Mr. pour this money?" Because I mean, his Wonder Woman theme is
Oh yeah.
amazing.
Well, Hans Zimmer's a master at making iconic,
Yeah.
iconic music. You don't so much
He
remember
did
the
the
movies,
music
you remember
for
the music.
the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
And Gladiator as well.
Yeah, I mean that's everyone. I mean, I think
Yeah, that's-
everyone remembers his Gladiator with his soulful tones and his
Yeah.
No, but there's behind the
You know.
scenes footage. He did it with a band. So he got full on musicians in to do the electro
Oh, really?
theme song.
Wow.
Because he's
Yeah.
done. He's kind of So essentially, from my understanding, I mean, just a lot of the movies we've seen tend to either be like Hans Zimmer or John Williams. It's just it's one or the other.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
And I sometimes I.
Oh, he did the Sherlock Holmes as well.
Oh,
Oh wow,
there you go.
yeah, that makes sense. Because it's catchy.
Yeah. Damn, the
It's-
man knows how to make
it
a
is
damn song.
It
He
is,
does.
it is so easy to, sing the Superman theme song and then break out into the Indiana Jones theme song, and was that John Williams?
Yeah. Oh, and of course he did Blade Runner. Of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Who
How can we
else?
forget?
Who else could they have
Obviously,
gotten?
He's Ridley Scott's go-to guy.
Yeah.
Clearly,
I need
he's.
music.
Yeah, I need
Hans
good music.
Zimmer, Hans Zimmer.
How's Hans? How you
And-
going?
He's,
and
on,
then
he's
that-
on speed dial.
And then that Steve Jablonsky, I think he's Michael Bay's go-to guy because he does all the Michael Bay's movies.
Michael Bay.
Steve Jablonsky's all right, but he did I can't say his name, but he did the Transformer movies, and that was a good soundtrack.
That was a good sound. Like the original
Oh, yeah,
Transformers
yeah.
It
one.
was like the poor man Hans Zimmer.
Was a good soundtrack because essentially Hans Zimmer gets that what's that celloist
Oh, I
to
don't know.
play with her. Like there's an Asian celloist that's pretty good that did the Wonder Woman thing for him. But she's done a few of his music. I don't know what her name is. She's
A
a
few of her music.
well.
In case you can't
He's done a few of her like things.
Yeah. In case you can't tell everyone, we're talking about Hans Zimmer for some reason.
Yeah.
we had no idea what we were going to talk about coming
Yeah,
into this.
so
We were going to call it the Wing It episode.
Yeah, and so now we're just
And
talking about Hans
straight
Zimmer.
into Hans Zimmer.
Tina Gao, that's her. She does like
Tina
a lot
Gao.
of
Tina Gao.
Don't know.
She's like a cello, so she's obviously you're not big on the cello universe.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
Is
follow
there-
the
But
cello.
she's a very- she's a very good-
cello verse?
A cello verse. Oh!
Ah.
But she's a very good celloist. So, for what I'm led to believe, because I don't know. Again, don't know much about celloists. I just know that
Yeah.
I saw like a few of the concerts when she turns up at like the Hans Zimmer fests and the big concerts, and
Yeah.
when she turns up, everyone like goes crazy.
Fest.
So like I don't know. Hans Zimmer fest.
Hans Zimmer Fest. He welcomed to Zimfest. Zimfest
That sounds
19.
awesome.
That sounds awesome, and I would
Wait,
absolutely
wait,
go
wait,
to
wait.
Zimmer fest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zimmerfest
Zimmerfest.
2018.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if it
All
was,
things
Wild.
but
That needs to be on the shirt.
if it was a convention of all the movies that Hans Zimmer had scored, let's put all our favorite movies in there. That's,
Yeah,
what,
like, it
what's
would be
wrong with that?
awesome.
That's
It would
amazing.
be-
Zimmerfest.
Or it would be
Or Zimfest. Zimfest.
Zimmer at the Sydney Opera House, where they get an orchestra to come
No,
in and
but-
play the Zimmer
no.
songs.
It's Zimmerfest. Every time the sliding doors open, it has to be like. And then as you put in your ticket, the scanning thing is like.
Super dramatic.
And then it's actual celloists involved.
Yeah, yeah,
They're like
yeah.
actual stand at the
dudes,
door.
yeah.
Go.
She's like a full string quartet.
And they're looking weary, and someone comes and goes, all right, wait, we're changing the guards.
Yeah. So like,
So you have to, I have to ease in as you ease out.
Yeah.
changing of the. See, Jamie, I could imagine you as being the guy who would go up and just like go to put your ticket in and then stop, and then make the solo and then like just stop.
I'm not that much of an asshole.
You never know, given that situation. Oh, I know. I mean, I know I
I'd
would.
probably do it once or twice, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you wouldn't stand there for like half an hour.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
depends how.
He would
On the
absolutely stand there for half an hour and just be a complete dick about it.
I try not to be.
You should.
Um,
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Just give up, Jamie.
This
is happening.
I like how you gave up really quickly.
Like super quick.
Like it wasn't even like a little give up. It was just like I can't. Yeah, no.
Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe because I'm trying to talk while thinking of topics to talk about.
Well,
Oh,
no,
don't
obviously
think, don't think.
it's very
Just
easy.
like-
We're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects now. Cyberpunk 2077. Obviously,
Oh.
I was up like late one night.
Oh, yeah.
Let's finish the story. And IGN was in my like Facebook, my YouTube feed.
Complaining about something.
No, it was said like CD Projekt Red live stream. I was like going, oh,
So it's going to be on Xbox as well.
cool. So I put it up, and then like it showed like all the, like the cyberpunky like text floating by. Then they just played the 45 minutes. The 45-minute thing. I'm really glad that they showed it to like. So basically, there's a 45-minute like just raw demo that they showed.
Yeah.
I was really happy that they showed it to actual people because all the games journalists got to see it at E3, and then they all came out like smug little assholes. Going, oh, it's the most amazing thing ever, but you didn't get to see it. I can't even explain to your little minds how good it was. Yes. And they're going, assholes. Anyway, they showed it. They showed it in its entirety. They showed the full thing. Many times throughout the thing, they said, "Hey, it's not the final cut. It's not finished." And the reason why they did it because they did show The Witcher a lot earlier as well. And then, like when they changed things to the main game, people went, "How come it doesn't raise me?" It's like it's a game. It changes during development. Calm down, people.
So it's like the opposite of Peter Molyneux.
Yeah. But Peter Molyneux promises everything, then takes everything out. Yeah. These guys are like going, "Hey, calm down. We will like." So people are saying that game might be several years off from release.
Yes.
Having said that, if the Polish studio that makes it has a contract with the Polish government for like a grant, and the grant does run out in like June 2019.
So they can better get their stuff going.
So essentially, I think that's like if they're using money from the grant, which I think they are, it kind of like puts that in the 2019 bracket, which I'm, you know, it makes sense. It's 2019 because I think in 2020 is a bit too far. In 2020, they'll probably talk about launching new consoles, so it's probably the best time for them would be in 2019 to launch this game.
Yeah.
You guys saw a snippet of it, didn't see all the things.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
What do you guys think? I have a job too, but my job allows me to watch
movies. I'm not a huge first-person fan.
Really?
Yeah, really. But I have exceptions. Like Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah.
Because that was a special day for all of us. Special weekend for all of us.
Skyrim weekend.
Skyrim weekend.
We will tell you guys about that
We've
one day.
We've done that, yeah.
Have we? Oh, cool.
Go back to our favourite video. It's an episode called Our Favourite Video Games. I think it's 3 or 4. No, 4 is Stargate, so it's probably 3. 2 or 3. Yeah, and then you'll hear the whole story about the time we played Skyrim for a whole entire weekend.
Oh, yeah, it was like legit
amazing.
Entire weekend, and it was awesome. We were...
So
anyway.
my exceptions are Skyrim, Ghost Recon.
Yep.
And that's like Ghost Recon way back when it was just a dot on the screen. It was just like, yes. I enjoyed playing Mass Effect 3.
That was third person.
Yeah, that was third person.
It was over the shoulder though.
Yeah.
That's not.
But so is Uncharted.
It's kind of
Uncharted over the shoulder as well. So
no, Uncharted over the shoulder was only when you were shooting.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
No, but this Cyberpunk game does look good.
Yeah. I mean,
I probably will play it.
Look.
It's not normally my genre, but
the thing that I'm worried about with this game, and it's not really worried, but when The Witcher 3 came out, I played that literally non-stop. And then there was actually, honest to God, after I finished The Witcher, there was about maybe a year before I actually got back into video games. Because everything was being measured up to The Witcher. I was like going...
No.
Does this mean you'll be taking a break again because everything's going to be measured up to God of War?
Honestly, I have been struggling to get back into gaming, like, because I've been like going, oh, yeah, God of War. Like, when you get these amazing games, when people go, here's this little tiny measly morsel, it's like, I've seen what greatness looks like now. I can't go back.
No, well, I do what I usually do between Beige games. I go back to my casual games like FIFA, and I'm playing, Sonic Mania.
Well, you kind of got to do
it's kind of like a cleanser, a palate.
A palate cleanser, basically, Like, you got to have that after, especially after a great
and then like this week, Spider-Man comes out, so
yes,
I'm pumped for that.
I'm excited. It's just coming at a very unfortunate time. I
don't see the problem with Spider-Man.
But I want to devote my time to it. But I know
what's coming after it?
A month after it is Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yes, yes, definitely, yes.
And then Assassin's Creed, obviously, with the Greek theme, the Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a tough.
I will buy the games, and I will have a little stack there.
Yes, and you'll drive us insane.
I want to play that the new Jurassic World game,
the theme park one. You build a theme park.
But then I know that's going to be an in-between game, so I'll put that on a different pile. Wait till because I'm a completion. Man, this sucks. It takes longer to release your games, man.
They do. I mean, they do take a while. I mean, Witcher came out a long time ago, but I mean, I like supporting studios like THQ, Project Red, because they're very much they're not the Dead Horse about, but they're like going, we make single player games. This is what we do: story driven single player games.
I'm the same.
This problem, I love to go back and play old games.
Yep.
I do. Like, I've got a stack of games, and like when I upgraded to a PS4 Pro from a
Yeah.
PS4, I was stupid and didn't save all my.
Oh, you didn't transfer your
But it doesn't faze me because I love replaying the game. Like I still have Assassin's Creed Black Flag sitting there. And I'm like, gotta replay it.
Have you gone back to The Witcher? Because that game
No,
holds up.
Michael still has it.
Oh, Michael.
Yes.
Michael still had. He borrowed it off me and played it
Oh,
for 5 minutes.
I'll have to return it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I mean, The Witcher
take your
is a
time.
game.
So-
So
games
the thing
to
is, it's so big. Like
It's huge.
It will
and
take
I
hundreds
like
of hours.
the expansion version.
Yeah, you're just funny. I mean, I finished The Witcher, and I did my run. Like normally with those games, with Mass Effect, because it's like such a short game, you can do multiple run throughs. Like I'll do my run through, then I'll do because I don't like to read what's the best path on those games. I
Yeah.
just do a pure run through, like how I would run through a game if I would go roll at that time.
Yeah.
And then I like to go back and say, what else could I do? But I haven't actually gone that because essentially that one run through, quote unquote, took me like 56 plus hours to get through that one thing.
You don't want to do it again.
I got the ending I want. My girl ended up with Trish, as you should, because
Yeah.
you know that's the in my mind the canon ending
Here's the thing.
of that.
I have this habit. See, I played Mass Effect 3. I didn't play Mass Effect 1 or 2. And then I
See,
just
that's-
came in.
yeah.
And then the same thing with The Witcher. And I remember sitting there, and this guy's asking me all these questions, like I'm getting my beard trimmed.
Yeah,
all that
that's
stuff.
I love that
And,
scene
and,
though.
and he's like going, what's happening? I'm going, what the hell are you talking
But,
about?
see, the
and I message Chris straight away, and I'm like, what do I say? Is Trish alive?
Yeah,
Is Trish-
yes, and I remember saying like, Trish is absolutely alive.
And it's literally, you know, I'm sitting there, and you can't really pause it. So, like, the guy's waiting, pausing,
Yeah.
waiting for me to say this. I'm going, Chris, get back to me quickly. What do I say? I'm in the middle of this. And you're like, do this, do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the crazy thing that people didn't like about the game is essentially one of the antagonists in Witcher 2 was another Witcher, and you actually choose to kill him at the end. And people hated the fact that if you, like in the bathtub scene, he said, yeah, I killed him, let him go. It cuts off this huge story branch where he actually comes back and helps you out, and like it's a really amazing thing. And people are going, that's cool. No, that's CD Projekt Red doing what they do best. They're saying we are doing multiple. They're not doing like Mass Effect multiple paths where it's like going, if you do this, that guy will be wearing a different hat.
Yeah.
Like CD Projekt Red, when they're more brothers going, oh, you did this, you failed here. Oh, that means that dude's dead, and you know.
You see, I love games like that.
And like there's so many times in The Witcher you could just screw over the townsfolk just multiple times.
Yeah.
And then like the Terraria situation where like you could technically save the country of Terraria by like sort of like moving things around, but I didn't. I was like going, no, I believe Raditz is the best option as ruler, so I screwed that guy over hard and like killed him. but then essentially if you that his is a kingdom that actually then goes on to win against the North, like the invaders, and so that was is that then the best ending? Probably not, but it's the one that kept the North still northern. So I was like, that's probably the ending I wanted.
I think when I played The Witcher...
So welcome to the Witcher cast.
Zim the Witcher.
The Zim Witch.
Zim Witch.
Zimwich.
No, they're doing the Witcher's TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They should get help. They're not getting help.
Why not? No, but just quickly before we go on a tangent. The Witcher, I think it's the first game where I've had decisions where like you got to make decisions and they're not easy decisions.
No, there's no good decisions in The
It's
Witcher.
like, do you kill the baby?
It's super hard.
Oh yeah, do you kill the baby?
And, yeah, well, if you choose to kill the baby, you don't really kill the baby, but you don't know that.
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
And you're like,
I know the people that are like, you could go on guides online, but there's no guides to life.
no.
It's like
Yeah.
you
I refuse, guys. Although I do.
Oh, once you
I
finish,
do love.
once you finish a game, check a guide. Whatever you like,
Yeah,
see what you
yeah,
missed.
yeah.
That's fine. But you should play it as a purist and
But
without guides.
I really do dig the YouTube help these days. Like,
Yeah, they just watch. They just play the
like
entire
if you
game
don't
through.
know where, if you don't know where to go,
You just go to that point on YouTube and go, oh, that's
Yeah.
where you go. Yeah.
and that like because there's been like that time when Michael messaged me saying I'm stuck in God of War. Where do I go?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
where do I go?
Mm-hmm.
I go, just YouTube it. YouTube
Yeah.
it to the point
And then
where you know where to go, and then stop watching if you know when
Yeah.
it's spoiled. You know.
yeah, I mean, it's I will always support single player games.
Yes,
I'll always
definitely.
buy single player
Yeah, I
games.
will too.
Even when the universe is all playing battle royale games or whatever the hell the new craze is, I will still. So it's not that I don't like playing online games. I do it occasionally, but
Look, I'm a fan of co-op,
cool. Yeah, some co-op is fun.
but I
you know.
prefer local co-op.
Yeah.
Just call me a traditionalist.
Call me. Yeah, call.
One of my favourite things is playing Ninja Turtles there's 4 controllers.
Ah,
everyone's, all on the
yes,
screen at the same time. Going,
yes.
Yeah.
You're like,
That was
yes.
awesome.
But yeah,
Golden
oh,
age.
so yeah, as I said before, there is going to be a Witcher TV series. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix, and I think because several weeks ago there was like a leaked script online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sure you read it.
it was just one scene basically. It was Geralt, and I think there was Yennefer just doing something. But then
Probably
like,
shagging.
but then the creator actually of the TV series came out and said, that's a scene for a screen test where they're doing actors. It's not indicative of the story. That's just them doing a screen test, blah blah blah. Because people complain, going, "Oh, that's not really how I envision Geralt. That's not how I envision Yennefer." It's like going, when you're doing, unfortunately, because Witcher is such a popular video game, a lot of people are going to go into expecting to see Witcher the video game as a thing.
Yeah.
But Witcher was a book series, and so there are some
It's in their
differences.
brain.
Yeah, there are some differences, so they're going to be like, "Oh, that's not really how Geralt is." Like,
So the new TV show is based on the books.
The books, yes.
Not the game.
Not the game.
Ah, interesting.
So I mean, that
Which I
book's
think's always better.
it's better. Other games very capture the theme of the books? Yes, obviously, but there's books and translate to things differently. So they haven't announced any casting yet. So I mean, obviously, the casting of Geralt of Rivia is huge.
It's going to be a tough one.
That's a tough because essentially he needs to be
Ron Perlman? No.
no, because again it's
No,
it's
what
a.
about Mikko Mikkelsen or whatever his name is?
I think he's actually done a version of Witcher in his own home country, and it's like it was terrible. So maybe not him. But
Unless he does the Ryan Reynolds thing.
yeah,
Redemption.
yeah. I could be wrong about that, but essentially, yeah, that's gonna be
What age is Geralt? He's like 40s,
no,
50s?
see, no one. It's like it's a in big.
What age does he look?
30s, 40s. So
Really? Because
yeah.
I thought in The Witcher he looked a bit older than that.
Yeah, well, because that was The Witcher 3, so that's there've been
okay.
several years. When the first Witcher, when he first wakes up again, it's like he's like 30ish, so mid age. Hugh Jackman. Too ripped because he kind of want Geralt to be a bit skinnier because of his sword fightings and
Hugh Jackman isn't ripped anymore because he's not Wolverine anymore.
But I don't think he would want to commit himself to a long-term Netflix TV.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Unless
And
there was singing involved.
Yeah, there is no singing in The Witcher. I can almost guarantee that there'll be very little
You
singing.
don't want to see Witcher the musical?
I would love to see The Witcher the music.
With the score done by Hans
Zimmer.
Yes, everything that sentence is everything I want.
Or you could get the guy that did Gallivant.
You mean the guy who did Alan Menken,
Yeah.
who did Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
Did he do Aladdin? Or was he out before then?
I'm not sure. I think it might be
Aladdin's
Apple
94.
Yeah, no, but I'm wondering because Alan Menken did a series of Disney songs. He doesn't do all of them. I know he did Tangled. And he wasn't in Frozen. That's why that movie sucks so bad.
That movie.
I stand by the suckage of Frozen. You don't write a movie around a song. You write a song around the plot of the movie. And then it works.
Yes. I think people can agree with you on that, but obviously Frozen made like bazillions of dollars.
Because little girls went and saw it.
Look, that's fine. Little girls
Like I
need
said,
their own movies
was I talking
too.
to you about this, Michael? How I was saying kids' movies can be the worst movies ever, but kids will watch them. Therefore, they will make money.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Look, it's.
But like, I think also like what Chris just said about kids. It's a kids' movie.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be great. Doesn't have to be fan. Like, it doesn't have to.
Disney.
They're not. Yeah, but they're not appealing with that sort of movie. They're not appealing that to 30-year-old blokes. They're appealing that to.
I stand by this.
Kids.
They did not appeal. They did not make Tangled to appeal to a 30-year-old man. But I'm a 30-year-old man, and I watched Tangled and loved it.
Nice.
I stand by it.
Look.
I saw it once. I was like, okay, cool.
You saw it.
You saw it once?
Once you saw it, or
Me and Chris saw it Gold Glass.
Tangled. Yeah, look, Tangled is a magical movie, so
and Chris was like, "We're going at 10 in the morning because it's not a date, and we are not sharing any food."
was a special night. So you
It
know.
was a morning. It was 10 o'clock in the morning.
I thought it was night.
No, we went. You demanded that we go 10 o'clock in the morning because you didn't want to think it would be weird that two grown men watching Tangled.
Going to see Tangled.
And you were still in your I don't sit with the plebs phase. So
All
you
right,
had
yes,
to go
yes.
gold class.
Well, yeah.
And gold class in a recliner.
That was at Castle Hill, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was Rouse Hill when it was still like 36 bucks a ticket.
Like heaps, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
That was quite.
Anyway, we went on a massive tangent.
It went on a massive
We didn't
tangent,
get
yeah.
Michael's thoughts on Cyberpunk.
Yeah, what do you think of that Cyberpunk? Yeah.
So let's
back to
let's
right after
reel
the
it
Zima.
back. Reel it back.
Cyberpunk
2077. I am absolutely excited about it. I love first-person games. I love all that sort of thing. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no, Cyberpunk looks amazing. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, there you go.
So
And my thing about here's my teeny weeny little biff about first person RPGs.
yep.
You spend all that time designing the character,
Yes.
and then you never see their face.
See,
I'm going to wear this
that's-
armor.
See, I don't spend all that much time on my character. I just
Really?
pretty much
You
go
don't?
through
What?
the- No.
You-
How
No,
do you
no, no,
identify?
no,
Whoa,
No,
hey, now.
Let me speak.
Well, now.
Let me speak to my defence, good sirs, on this matter. But basically, I don't sit there and spend 10 minutes on the bridge of my nose and then go to the width of my nostrils in relation
Oh
to
no,
the
no,
behind
no.
them. Like,
Then you're
for
doing
me,
it
like-
wrong, sir. Then you're doing it wrong.
You know, like,
Okay. Now,
but like,
really,
I just enjoy doing like I'll use the presets and then choose some cool hair and choose some cool
reeling
eyes.
reeling
and
it
like,
back just a little bit.
I'm not one of those guys that sits and,
Skyrim weekend. We spent at least half an hour designing
on
our
a character
characters.
that was like I spent like ages designing my cat dude.
Yeah, your cat
we all
sucks.
Yeah. So I went back and so now
I remember we restarted. Like we all started,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
all restarted. No, not that.
Christian,
See,
I think Chris
no,
was like
no,
1150.
I was like going, my
Dragon
character's
Bone
going to be a Nord having heavy armor and a giant sword.
And then
then
that's what you
that's
were.
what I were.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like, obviously that's what the game wanted me to be because I destroyed that game really easily.
Yeah.
Like, the game was super easy. Because, like,
And I was like,
Yeah.
I was so strong.
what are the lizard people?
Argonian.
Argonian. I was
I lost
an
the
Argonian
Argonian.
with a shield and a sword because Chris somehow wanted me to be a Ninja Turtle, but there
Oh,
was
that's
no
right,
turtles.
yeah.
There's no turtles here. That was the closest thing. Yeah, but then you went back and you made yourself a female bow.
An elf.
Yeah,
I was an elf,
With
archer
a,
elf.
yeah.
That could
Oh,
that
but-
could,
but-
that could
But
kill,
Michael, the fact that you don't want to spend time on your character to me.
No.
is-
I don't want to. It's not that I don't spend time on my character. I do spend time on my character. I just don't go through all the little, what's the width of my eyes
The
going to
ex-
be?
okay, then.
Oh, what's going to be?
Intensely-
Like,
So
I just
you'll
go,
pick his
okay, that
nose.
looks cool. I pick beard.
Bill the King's
No, you'll pick
Wow.
your nose, but you won't adjust the nose.
No,
I
I'll
like
just
that
go,
nose.
yep, cool.
I like those eyes.
Yeah.
I like that hair.
I do pick my characters, Chris. I do
He's
craft
he's
my
not like,
characters.
he's
I'm just not
warping
nitty,
the
like-
eyebrows to make it look like his eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't really do that.
It's really
I
easy
like-
for me to customize a character in FIFA. Because like, okay, look like me, beard, shaved head, done.
But yeah, no, I don't spend hours on my character.
Fallout
I go, yep,
4,
that
how
looks
much
cool.
did you spend on your character in Fallout 4?
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Oh, good 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, that's alright. That's
In Michael time.
Yeah, see, I do spend time
Look,
on my character.
as long as you don't just go start, who gives a shit what you look like? And I was
hell
like,
no,
no.
no.
It's an
You want
RPG, it's a
these-
role-playing
yes,
game.
That's right.
You're meant to role-play.
Chris,
Like-
before I even press A to confirm my character, I already have a backstory for him.
Good.
I'm like,
man.
okay, his hair is this way because he, blah 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 blah. And so I always give him
Unfortunately,
backstories
with
'cause I'm weird.
Skyrim, it's a little hard to have a backstory because it always ends up in prison.
Well, no, it
Or with
starts
you-
in
with
prison.
you-
You could be a
with
backstory.
you.
You could be
Yeah,
a
your
stab.
backstory is you're in prison.
Yeah,
But that's how they start. That's how
how
they've
they
started
started.
every single game. For,
yeah. That's
uh,
it's tradition for them. They start.
Yeah.
You always start in prison,
Oh,
and you
that's
literally
fun.
start with like a stick, and then you build yourself up to be
I'm
this,
fine with that.
this like power
This,
wielding.
this is why I like Fable so much because you started as a kid.
Yeah,
You had that little time when you were a kid, and then
literally-
you grow up, and then you go, ha
Fable 3 was an absolute disappointment.
That was a
ha!
travesty.
I agree
Um,
wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I guess,
bad.
I think the era was kind of good.
It lost a
No,
lot of its magic.
I love the era. The era was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit weird. I actually like the general premise around the idea where you're overthrowing your brother by like building up like the
Yeah,
making promises and all those things.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, there's a big evil coming, and then like going, oh, if only the king has a brain and then has enough knowledge to make money. It's like going like that's super easy.
Yeah.
You just like.
yeah.
I know they'll tempt you to go, oh, look, do you want to keep your promise or get money? It's like going, I can just keep my promise because I have like bazillions of gold already in my account.
Yeah.
I've bought every single shop in the land and they constantly just give me gold every second of the day. So...
Yeah, I don't need the big invite.
Oh, I can
But
put
I
my
lost a
own
lot
gold.
I lost a lot of respect for the Fable games after they did this DLC where you got the Halo gun. Do you
Oh,
remember
what?
that? There was
No.
there was a DLC and I got it somehow because I had some bonus edition or something. But I got it, and I got you get the battle rifle from Halo, and you run around
wow.
the battle rifle going.
Yeah, that's not killing the game.
Remember,
And to me, I remember putting the controller down, and going, "I'm done with this game. This is stupid."
See, so back on to Cyberpunk.
Back to Cyberpunk. Awesome. Looks amazing.
It's one of my favorite settings in all
Yes,
of
Cyberpunk,
sci-fi
yes.
fiction. Because
Future?
it's not because Cyberpunk it's not just future. There's very specific like people argue the difference between like,
Yeah.
but essentially it's like it has to be. There's a very clear divide between poor people and like the people with wealth and power.
It's dystopian.
It's dystopian, but essentially it's a real. It goes through the argument saying like if humans had the ability to change themselves or do things, would they still hold their lines of morality? And the answer is always no.
A resounding no.
They would be like, "What do you mean lines of morality? You mean
What's morality? What,
yeah, like to me, one of the best, I guess, quote unquote, cyberpunk genres showing recently was Altered Carbon. That was for me. That was
that was great.
absolutely like that was. I was looking going, this is everything I've ever wanted in my life. I don't know.
I've watched that twice already.
Yeah,
that
same.
whole
I've watched it
season.
multiple. I was
Like,
going, it is literally you cannot. I can't stress enough how amazingly cyberpunk that is and how great it is. Ghost in the Shell is an anime that does it
Yes.
quite well as well.
Yep.
Some would argue even Fifth Element has very cyberpunky themes to it. But
Deus Ex as well.
Deus
The old
Ex,
game. Remember Deus
yep.
Ex?
But essentially, who wouldn't want to have a robotic arm that like you could like transform into a blade and stab someone, or who
Yes.
wouldn't want to like cybernetically change your eyes so you can zoom in and stuff like all that sort of really fun cyberpunky things, and obviously.
It's the style too.
There's
There's a lot of
a
style
certain style
in
there has
Cyberpunk
yeah
that is
absolutely
Okay.
awesome.
Here's them. You got steampunk. You got cyberpunk.
yep.
What's the next punk? create a punk, a new punk for us, Chris. Create a new punk.
Because you every yeah look
Well, okay. How about this? I'll make it easy for you, Chris. So, like, steampunk is Victorian era
yes
punk. Cyberpunk is future punk.
yep
So what? You can make like medieval punk or like,
Modern punk.
modern punk
which is just basically skater guys.
yeah
Like-
guys and skateboards
Yeah.
that's boring that's
Or
boring
like
all the time.
medieval
Because essentially you also have like
Medipunk.
medipunk.
because you have people that are going oh it's not people are going oh this book's not steampunk it's neo-Victorian. I'm like
yeah.
thing.
The same thing. Neo-Victorian.
I love the
Like,
setting, but no. Do they use electronics and equipment and steam to make contraptions that shouldn't exist in the Victorian era? Then it's steampunk.
Yeah.
Like, we're not splitting hairs here. Like,
No.
I got it. Cave punk.
cave.
Cave punk.
So basically, see, the cavemen would have to have ways to build technology that doesn't exist in the
Well,
lava.
the wheel. They invented the wheel.
Lava punk.
Using lava.
Cavemen using lava to power their technology. Like,
Oh my gosh, that works.
Chris, okay. Punk rock. So they use rocks.
Dwayne the Junk Rock.
With Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
with the
Punk
yeah,
rock.
with the rock.
It's Dwayne. Yes, that.
Punk rock with the rock.
That would
yes.
be rock punk.
Rock
That'd
punk.
be rock punk. Oh. No,
Rock
but,
punk,
no, but let's
yeah.
go back to this caveman thing.
Yeah.
Lava,
Cave
using
rock.
lava.
to power their futuristic technology.
And obviously you bring dinosaurs into it.
Yeah.
Geothermic punk.
Geothermic punk. Wow, going with the scientific terminology.
Yeah, because that's what it is. If you're using the lava to power things,
Yes.
that's called geothermic. That's called geothermic energy.
All right.
Bam! Education.
Geopunk.
Education. Yes, I like it.
We have just created a new genre.
We have created a new
Geopunk.
genre.
Copyright.
Yes, you heard it first here, people. Geopunk.
You can't just
it's a
say
new
copyright
thing.
and have things copyrighted. That's not how copyright works.
Yes, it is.
Copyright.
You can declare a copyright. No,
Copyright.
I'm going to put
Copyright.
it in the show notes.
Little C.
Yeah. Copyright. Geopunk.
Geopunk.
Cavemen
Geopunk.
with futuristic technology.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be hilarious.
Would change the course of history.
Geothermic energy.
There you
How
go.
would they even harness that?
I don't know. Because essentially, you see they build these giant rock creatures, and then you see them like pour some lava in the middle of it, and it all comes alive, like, complete, whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you,
man.
mate. No, my head is just going on a million ideas. Amazing.
Of the lava punk.
Lava punk.
Geopunk.
Geopunk. Oh, man.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. I think we just, went on a bit of a
We just made a
tangent
new
there.
genre.
Yeah. No, where were we?
Where were we?
Have we finished talking about Cyberpunk?
I think we've given it a good shake. Obviously, everyone's excited. I love the genre.
Yes. Very cool.
Game probably won't be out till probably next year at the earliest. But
It's alright. We've got plenty to play. Spider-Man, Red Dead.
Oh,
Redemption.
yeah, boy. Red
So
Dead
Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm not. It's Spider-Man. I'll love it.
But what happens if it's just Arkham City with Spider-Man?
What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just
To me, it looks like a way better version of every other Spider-Man game. Before this Spider-Man, my favourite one was Ultimate Spider-Man. It was all cartoony.
that's when you meet all the other characters and like Luke Cage
Yeah,
and like
and you can be Venom.
Venom
in it.
and yeah.
Loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the last Spider-Man. I was like, yes, this is amazing, and I played it to death. This new one looks like everything I've wanted.
Yeah.
Like Sinister Six.
Is it-
I don't know if it's the official Sinister Six.
Have they? Because I know there's multiple villains. There's like Negative
Yeah.
Man, who's basically passive aggressive and completely
Yeah,
negative.
Man.
And they're going,
Oh.
Spider-Man,
Oh.
really? Like, well, good job, really. I really meant, and
Slow clap.
then when I saw that the electric guy, what's his name?
Electro.
The electricity guy. What's his name?
I
Electro.
believe I saw
Shocker?
Shocker,
All the games have Shocker.
Scorpion, Rhino. There's a lot of villains. But I think they also announced that like Black Cat's going to be like a DLC thing that they're coming out shortly after the game releases.
Probably, but I'm gonna play it and I'll play it to death.
You don't want to play Black Cat?
I'll play it eventually because I know when the second Arkham game, Arkham City,
Yeah.
came out, you could get the Catwoman DLC, and that was pretty cool to play.
That was fun. I did enjoy that. Arkham Knight, I didn't really go into.
I didn't get into it. I tried to play it. It was just
Some of the.
it was too Batmobile-y, like too much Batmobile.
I was really just weird. Like that game already, I was like stretching my mind of imagining, like because it's meant to be like an RPG. But the RPG unlocks for different equipment. So Batman was just fighting, going, "Oh, wait a minute! I've got an extra batarang I didn't know about 2 seconds ago. Cool!
Oh, this one does explosives now.
I was like going, that's
Yeah.
silly.
Like, Sir, it's Alfred. You've unlocked a new ability.
Yeah. It's like the least they could do.
It'll be like, all right, Master Wayne, out you go. But I'm not going to let you use your.
Yeah. Oh, right. So he's doing Homecoming, are we?
Well, technically, Alfred is Batman's guardian.
Yep.
So it's like,
Now you
no,
can't.
no,
Yep.
you've only got 3 batarangs.
Yeah.
So I did like the improvement from Arkham Asylum, where basically they put all this time and effort to make this amazingly good-looking world, and everyone played in like skeleton mode because because why would you not? And so they made the second one you could like a little bit better because they realized that half the time you're gonna be in bat mode. But then Arkham Knight I bought, I was very excited about. But the thing that really weirded me out about that game was the combat system. I was in a fight, and I threw a punch. And then Batman leaped across the road to punch a villain and then like leapt and punched him, and I was fighting him, and he was basically leaping across the battlefield like a
Magnet Batman.
Yeah, I was like going, When did Batman become superhuman?
But he kind of did that in Batman vs Superman. He was doing a lot of the jumping across the room.
Yeah,
but
but-
probably because they said, "Hey, I played this really cool."
yeah,
Batman game."
yeah. I played Arkham City. Let's just do that violent. But for me, the Batmobile, like, it just. I know this is heresy, but of all the Batman things I care the least about, it's the Batmobile.
Yeah. Look, I loved it in the movies, and when it fits. I will say this because I think way back when, as a kid, one of my favourite movies was the Val Kilmer one.
Batman Forever, yes, indeed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still think that holds up. And I'll fight you, anyone who says otherwise.
It's been a long time since I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't care, it holds up.
Again, as,
might have to go
like
back and
we
watch
were
it.
talking about at the very start of the episode about songs
Yeah.
that stand out. I come back
Yeah.
to a kiss by a rose on the bay. Ooh. Very weird for a Batman movie, but it
was
made me
awesome.
think of Batman.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
people-
but no, I loved because it had the Batwing in that, didn't it? And the
Yeah,
Batboat.
Batboat.
Yeah.
And then they had like Jim Carrey's version of the Riddler, which wasn't really the real. That's not how the Riddler is, but you know, it was Ace Ventura.
I don't
the
care.
Riddler.
It was
Ace
amazing.
Ventura's version of the Riddler.
I don't care. Jim was one of my favourite Jim Carrey roles.
Yeah.
Really?
It was quite
Yeah.
good.
Better than Ace Ventura,
Ooh.
because those
I loved Ace Ventura.
two movies.
I wouldn't say so. I'd say it doesn't quite. It's
No.
he's great, but
Ace Ventura.
No, but in
Ace
a lot of his
Ventura is
movies, he has the same kind of humour.
yeah, it's all very similar.
So I like when I like when comedians do something different.
What do you think about The Mask?
I remember liking it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it recently, so I'm not sure.
it
how
hasn't
well.
aged well.
It wouldn't. I can see it in
but
my
it's
head
still
not aging
it's still alright though. It's still entertaining.
Okay.
well. But again, it's the same kind of humour.
Yes.
Well, that was just Jim Carrey's shtick back then.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he did.
I still love him in
Liar Liar, I think, was one of his
In-
best films.
Yep.
Um,
in
that was
I
good.
loved him
yeah.
in Burt Wonderstone as a street magician.
that was amazing.
I wouldn't mind going back and watching that again.
I love, but actually, that's a really good movie. That movie.
I remember that.
I
remember
remember
Chris-
Chris in tears.
Yeah,
in the
I was
movie.
literally
in tears.
I've never
when he
heard
was
you laugh that hard in the
yeah
cinema.
when like he was doing the whole routine by himself.
I was literally
You
dying.
were like, you were dying. Like you were like
I could not. I
were
just
suffocating with
couldn't
laughter.
even. I was just completely dead. It
gone.
was.
For as long as I can remember, I have been best friends with myself.
you can't have a magical friendship with yourself.
Steve
It's
Carell,
just-
Steve Buscemi, the Steves.
the Steves. Yeah.
really, really,
Oh, it was
really
good.
good film.
Oh.
So I think it was that and Anchorman 2. Was,
Yeah.
Hey, funny story.
yeah.
The Mask made $351 million in
Oof.
1994.
Back then, that's
that's
huge.
huge.
Well,
That's Jurassic Park money.
and Jim
was
Carrey,
what?
it was like $23 million to make. So that's like, again, they made
Yes.
shoot tons of cash off
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, I enjoyed the film, so good. And I love Jim Carrey.
I
So
do. And
Yeah.
he's very versatile. I found.
look, I don't know if he was. I don't think he was originally, but now I think he's got obviously a lot more versatility.
Yeah, like
you
because
know.
they all start out in one
You
way or
know,
another.
he started with his stick, but then obviously he's done a lot of films that I think were very good.
Because he's done horror and he's done comedy and he's
Yeah,
done
then he's done
chick
then,
flicks.
then he did you know, what was that movie he did that
Truman Show.
Yeah, that was again
and
Truman
then
Show.
At the same time, around that time, he did a really good one called The Majestic.
Oh, that
Did
was
you
the
ever
weird
see
one.
that?
Yeah,
Where he was
yeah.
a Hollywood movie screenwriter.
Yeah.
And he
I
got
remember
amnesia
that.
and washed up in this old town, and they thought he was a
Yeah.
war vet or like one of their soldiers that
Yeah, I remember
went off
that.
to war, and they're like, "Oh, it's you."
Then he did Bruce Almighty. Everyone fucking loved Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, and then I even liked Evan Almighty.
Actually, no, I didn't know I didn't mind Evan Almighty. It wasn't as good
Which
as
was a
Bruce
spin-off.
Almighty, but I still think it was a good film.
Yeah.
Did it do as, no? It did not do as well as the box office as Bruce, but you know that.
Oh
Always,
no, of course not.
That always happens. That always
Sequels
happens.
tend to go down
Not always though. They don't always have to go
unless
down.
it's Disney or Marvel. Or
Yeah, because I was going to say like because the Avengers tends to
Yeah.
disagree with your opinion on.
yeah, but that's,
Yeah.
that's I think that's always different. Although, with the second Thor, do better than the first Thor? Did it?
Oh, I don't know. The Dark World wasn't that.
Yeah, but
fantastic.
at the same time, a movie doesn't have to be good for it to make money.
No, that's true.
And that's proven.
That is true.
Hey, that movie was fair.
Hey, that was a handsome movie.
Okay, so The Dark World made 644 million.
Ooh, so I'm thinking it may have beaten the first one.
Where's the let me just find the first Thor. Yeah.
Probably
First
because
Thor.
the first one was so good, everyone wanted to see the second one.
Yeah, that money might have been just carryover money from like, oh my
Yeah.
god, how good was the first one?
Yeah, which can happen because everyone goes and see it and they go, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt weird about the second one. I remember watching it and just feeling weird.
Look, because again, it was so hyped up, then it just obviously didn't live up to set hype. Oh, the first it did. It's the first one made 440.
So the second one didn't make more than the first.
Second one made.
Yeah, so it's the build. It's the build.
It's the
And
character.
but then obviously Ragnarok made
ridiculous.
854 million. So like,
Well, obviously Ragnarok is the best of them. That's what I believe.
and I like the hilarious inconsistency with like going with like the whole movie was like going Thor. You don't need your weapon. You got all the power inside you.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars. I need a weapon.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's Thanos. I would feel intimidated as well. And he did kill Thanos pretty quickly.
With the weapon, yes. It
Yeah.
shows how powerful Thor actually is when he has his.
Yes.
That was a great weapon.
Used it briefly. Should have gone for the head. One of the greatest iconic scenes.
So I guess everyone's now going to wonder, like that Captain Marvel movie's got a lot riding on it. Like,
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
at the same time, Guardians of the Galaxy had a lot riding on it,
yeah.
and that was a booming success.
Because from my
And it was, think about it, most of the MCU was hinged on the success of Guardians of the Galaxy because it brought Thanos into everything.
no, well, no, Thanos was already there with.
Yeah. But like this was like the connector.
I think this became the connector, but I'm not sure how important it was.
Because Thanos was in it.
But I'm
Gamora?
very interested to see how Captain Marvel uses the scrolls now that they can, and now that they probably will use the scrolls, which are basically for anyone who doesn't.
Wait, the Elder Scrolls? No.
You know, there's people who it's the Secret Wars, it's the Kree Scroll Wars. You know, it's very interesting to see that. I thought Brie Larson's the character that is the girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Brie Larson.
looks awesome. We've only seen like the footage of her in the costume without all the CGI effects.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna like? We don't know.
Probably shiny.
Because people are going, oh, how come it's purple or turquoise? They're going, I'm guaranteed that's going to be red. They're just going to see.
Yeah, people like jump to conclusions straight away.
They're going, oh, it's not red. It's like, I guarantee that's red. It's clearly it's a green screen color. They're going to do something. So the red's maybe going to be shimmery or something. They're going to make it look all cool. So I was like, calm down, people. It's not.
What are they going to do? Like, where's she going to be all that time? Watching 10 years of stuff happening. And she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, Nick's finally called me.
No, it's just like going, oh, Chitauri invade. No, not quite the fight yet. And then it's going to be like, oh, no, like, Ultra's going to smash a planet and like destroy the Earth. No. And then it's like, oh my god, like the
unless you had a
Hydra's infested shields. No, not quite yet. The Avengers are fighting each other.
Or the
Not
other
quite
way.
yet.
Or the other way is Nick Fury would be constantly on the phone to her. No, don't worry, just stay out of it. We got it. It's all right. It's okay.
I mean,
Stay
Yeah,
out of it.
actually, that makes sense.
no, I mean, given how the time frame is, where it's like set in like 1994 or something, and given how she's going to look the same as she does now, I guarantee she's going to be trapped in some sort of something, and then she gets freed in some sort of way.
Yeah.
And that's going to like. That's how she's going to look the same as she did back then, and that's why she's going to miss all that like important battles that happen on Earth, which is a bit cheap and lazy. But I think that's the way they're going to do it.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of the way they have to do it.
That's kind of what they have to do.
It's pretty
isn't it?
limited
Yeah.
into what you can do.
But interesting to see how like the power levels, like how strong is she going to be? Are they going to just
she
bring her
like
in and go
Superman?
make her like, oh, she's the new Avenger, like the leader, so she's going to be like.
But then at the
most
same
powerful?
time, they kind of got rid of the Hulk because they thought the Hulk would be too powerful for Thanos.
Well, no,
Or
Thanos
something
kicked,
like that.
Thanos
Well,
kicked the whole
yeah.
ass.
but
Yes.
if the Hulk
Yeah, Thanos just handled that man.
Yeah.
he did, but like if the Hulk was a part of the team, it
Oh,
would-
as a team, that's different. But then obviously it shows that Thor can one-shot Thanos quite uncomfortably.
Yeah.
And who gave Thor a one-shot once? Hulk?
Oh, yeah, so I mean, it's all a big triangle about who's more powerful than who.
Yeah.
And that's my dog.
singing the song of the people. Well, it is getting close to
Singing
wrap
the
up
song
time, so
of
maybe
these
that's
people.
that's it.
that's him letting us know
Yeah.
that it's almost time to wrap.
Yes.
So we didn't tangent away from anything. We've covered what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we were just
Yeah, I think
shooting.
we-
I think the greatest thing of this whole episode, Geopunk.
Geopunk is a thing.
Geopunk.
Geopunk.
Oh, yeah.
You heard it here. The
Yep.
dog is singing. Yep.
And barking quite a lot.
So
You sing
on
the
that
song of
note,
these people.
Yes.
this is Chris, Michael, and Jamie, and Max signing
Signing
out.
out.
Ciao.
Wait.